Hi, what's better on a hot sunny day than an ice-chilled slushie? I have one here from Royal Catering. My slushies are done, so let's just have a closer look at a machine. So that's the 2x6 litre slushie machine from Royal Catering. It works with 900 watts, and all you have to do to make it work, you just plug it in and click the switch. So it will start. Alright, so let's just go into details, starting from the top. On the top you have a lid, and there's one thing on the lid to have a look at. There's this little stop here. This will go into that notch in here on the top, so the device will not start until the lid is properly attached and locked down. Alright, that's for safety reasons. Moving on, we have another lid, and this produces a nice seal, and this actually works as a insulation, so it creates layers, so it doesn't your drink won't melt that fast, and therefore it will not take that much energy, because normally if there's no proper seal on it, the chilling unit will compensate for the loss of temperature, so it will take more electricity, therefore money. So that is quite necessary. If you have a look inside, there's the metal thing, the metal tube inside, that's the chilling unit. On top of it, it's the auger. The auger moves the ice masses so they don't freeze over solid. So this will keep rotating, it will push the drink forward as well. It will help actually dispensing the liquid. Alright, the tap system. The tap system is quite convenient, very ergonomic, it fits in the hand. So all you have to do to pour yourself a drink, you just pull it down. Of course there's a spring tension inside, and if you have a closer look, you'll see some lubricant inside. And that is actually quite necessary. It's not something that we forgot to clean up. It's something that you need to check every now and then, because you're working with sugary liquids that are frozen. This lubricant will wear out over time, and it will make that tap squeak and lock itself. So that needs lubricant. But this lubricant is also delivered with the whole set. So this is a food grade lubricant. So that's a great feature that it's already in the package, because you don't need to look for it. Also, in the package you'll find some spare seals, and that's actually a great thing, because these will wear out over time. Just remember, these machines are heavily exploited during the season. They work all day long with sugary frozen liquids, so these seals they're not indestructible, so it's great that you have one spare already. Of course you can order them in. Alright, one last thing from this side. There's the drip tray, which is removable, so you can take it out. Of course you can take the grill out, and the rest will just move outside, so you can clean it out and put it back on, and this will catch the condensation from the machine as well, so no leaks on the bench. Alright, so let's have a look at the controls. The main switch is on the side of the device, so the first switch turns on the machine, the power. The second switch turns on the condensator, the whole chilling unit, right? So let's have a look at the front panel. Alright, once the machine is turned on, you can turn on each chamber individually. So you have individual steering for each chamber, and there's a couple of very interesting things. First of all, you have different modes to set the machine on. So you have ice cream, Granita, chill, cocktail. You have a wash cycle, and you have a dispensing mode. I'll show you the dispensing mode in a second when I pour myself a drink. Alright, so first of all, you can set different values, different settings for each mode. So for example, for Granita, when you press set button, it will start blinking, so you can either add rotation or subtract rotation. When you press it again, you can set the temperature. You can either lower it or raise it. In order to memorize the temperature and the values that you just set, just leave it. When it stops blinking after, I believe, a couple of seconds, it will memorize it automatically. All right, the machine shouldn't be working while it's empty, so let me just turn it off. And let me move on to some questions I found on the internet in regards to this particular machine. First question is, how long can it be used? And the truth to be told is, I've seen these machines working all day long, from very early in the morning until very late at night, sometimes overnight as well. But a recommended working cycle is between 8 to 12 hours. After 12 hours, it should be emptied, drained, cleaned properly, and refilled again. All right, second question is, how long it takes to freeze the liquid to get the slushy? Well, that question is very relative. It all depends how much liquid is inside, what temperature is set on, and of course what temperature of liquid you're starting with. But generally, the rule of thumb is you should start the machine somewhere between 1 and 2 hours before the planned service starts. Also, a very frequent question is how much this machine weighs. It is not a light machine, and very good so. It weighs 43 kilograms, and good so, as I said, because it should sit firmly on a bench. It shouldn't move around, it shouldn't rattle around, so the weight is actually an attribute in this case. So, I reckon that's pretty much it. Let's pour myself a drink. All right, let's see how that works. And in the meantime, I'll show you how the dispense mode works. Well, in order to speed up the service, when you press dispense mode, have a look, you increase momentarily for 15 seconds, you increase the rotations, therefore it is easier to pour a drink. There you go. Sometimes you have to press a couple of times. And let's do a mix up. Press dispense mode again for 15 seconds, higher rotations, and there you go. That's a perfect slushy in my book. All right, there you go, a slushy sunrise. Well, I hope I answered all your questions. I thank you guys very much for watching, and I see you next time.